We in America are deceived. Unscripted TV dramas have distorted our concept of what a legend is or what the... I felt like Hollywood is simply cowardly as a group. Is that a pack sign? Have you? Goodness, as you don't have any idea what it is. You don't have the foggiest idea what? That the only one I hadn't liberated was myself. Inside the enrapturing universe of Hollywood, it seems a fabulous veneer frequently disguises a hazier reality. The film's Sound of Opportunity appears to reveal insight into a few critical issues, however, could have simply started to expose what's underneath. Past the stunning lights and charming deceptions, it appears to be an overly complex snare of trickery and control anticipates trapping the people who try to challenge its grasp. In the midst of this complicated scene arises one particular figure who could have broken liberated from Tinseltown's unavoidable impact. The baffling and exploring entertainer Jim Carrey. As a matter of fact, Jim has at last spoken on the genuine justification for why he escaped Hollywood. So what precisely did Jim say? Things occurring. Furthermore, there are groups of tetrahedrons moving around together. In the impressive domain of Hollywood, where VIP's fortunes rise and fall like meteorites, few have encountered a change as emotional as comedic legend Jim Carrey. His excursion from carrying giggling to the world to being marked offbeat by the media has been unquestionably captivating. In any case, late insiders' claims recommend that there may be more going on than meets the eye. Apparently, when entertainers like Carrey dove profoundly into their jobs, they uncover a secret plan inside media outlets. A thought process to potentially control and shape their innovative articulation, obscuring the limits among fiction and reality in the background. Carrey said he wrestled with the disclosure that Hollywood was undeniably something other than lights, camera, and activity. He started alluding to the business's disguised plan to form entertainers into simple impressions of their on-screen personas, controlling the line among fiction and reality. In meetings and public appearances, Carrey's remarks has started to cause a stir as he truly conceded that he frequently wound up losing his own personality to the characters he depicted. Furthermore, Jim has of late uncovered that Hollywood is a yellow industry. During a 2022 appearance at CBS Mornings, the entertainer-comic told Gail Ruler on the show, "I was nauseated. I was nauseated by the wildly energetic applause. Felt like Hollywood is simply yellow as a group," alluding to the second when Will Smith went to the stage to get the Best Entertainer grant for his job in Ruler Richard, and was given a wildly energetic applause for winning his very first Oscar, despite the fact that he slapped Chris Rock in front of an audience minutes sooner, he added. Furthermore, it truly felt like, goodness, this is a truly obvious sign that we're not the cool club any longer. He added that had he been in Chris Rock's situation, he would have sued Will Smith. "I'd have reported toward the beginning of today that I was suing Will for $200 million since that video would have been there always," Jim said. "It will be pervasive. You know, that affront will keep going seemingly forever. To holler from the crowd and object or show a dissatisfaction or express something on Twitter or whatever, you don't reserve the option to stroll up in front of an audience and smack someone in the face since they said words Jim Carrey said on the show." Yet, this isn't where Jim's story started. Jim Carrey's excursion to Hollywood fame was a demonstration of difficult work and assurance. Brought up in a lower working-class family, Carrey held on to fantasies about becoming famous in showbiz. Since early on, he fostered a talent for impressions and comedic timing, leveling up his abilities through exhibitions at school and in nearby parody clubs. Carrey's break came when he moved to Los Angeles in the mid-1980s. He immediately grabbed the eye of TV crowds with his spot on impressions of VIPs, prompting appearances on well-known shows like the This Evening Show, featuring Johnny Carson and Unfiltered and Fabulous. The big screen before long called, and Carrey's extraordinary kind of actual parody slung him to fame. All through the 1990s, Jim Carrey ruled the parody sort in Hollywood, turning into the go-to fellow for laugh uncontrollably diversion films like Expert Ventura, Pet Analyst, The Cover, and Idiotic and Stupider cemented his status as the lord of comedic acting. His beyond preposterous exhibitions, overstated looks, and flawless timing had crowds moving in the paths. Carrey's comedic brightness was not simply bound to films. He likewise acquired basic approval for his work on Unfiltered and Amazing and his small-time show, Jim Carrey's Unnatural Demonstration. The entertainer's awesome persona made him a commonly recognized name and a film industry sensation. As the 2000s came in, Carrey started to want to investigate new skylines. He communicated a longing to dive into additional sensational jobs, anxious to feature his flexibility as an entertainer. It was a strong move as progressing from parody to show can challenge, with crowds frequently partner entertainers intimately with their comedic personages. In 1998, Carrey took on his most memorable emotional job in The Truman Show, a provocative film that obscured the lines among the real world and deception. His nuanced depiction of Truman Burbank, a man accidentally living in an unscripted television show, procured him basic recognition and his most memorable Brilliant Globe grant for Best Entertainer. After 2 years, Carrey conveyed one more surprising execution in Man on the Moon, where he depicted the confounding and erratic jokester Andy Kaufman. By and by, he got acclaim from pundits and won a second Brilliant Globe grant for Best Entertainer in a show. As Jim changed from being a comedic symbol to a serious entertainer, he experienced a blend of honors and reaction from the entertainment world. While his sensational exhibitions got basic approval, an agitating air of uncertainty began to wrap him. Movie producers began marking him as challenging to work with, and it appeared to be that the once intense love from the crowd was decreasing. There were unquestionable signs that Hollywood was losing interest in Carrey and endeavoring to deliver him superfluous, conceivably in light of the fact that he thought for even a moment to uncover their very much kept mysteries. At any rate, as Carrey's change unfurled, it became clear that Hollywood wasn't prepared to embrace a Jim Carrey who scrutinized the state of affairs. The business blossomed with entertainers who encapsulated their characters with the end result of losing themselves just to be disposed of when they never again fill the need. Carrey's profound reflection undermined the cautiously organized exterior, possibly uncovering the business's command over its stars. Regardless, Jim Carrey's excursion from a comedic virtuoso to a significant scholar has been out-and-out spellbinding. Nonetheless, underneath the outer layer of his self-awareness lies a more obscure truth, an industry that quietly pressures entertainers into losing their characters for workmanship. Maybe Carrey's wildness was simply a response to the stifling assumptions set upon him. As crowds, we should contemplate the cost of amusement and consider the cost it takes on the people who engage us. Carrey's story is a wake-up call, advising us that the style and excitement of Hollywood disguise a universe of stowed-away plans and control. At any rate, that is all there is to it for this video. People, bye.